Guess who's back? Bubba G. Bubba G is teaching Bible basics for all those who want to know, but especially those 10 and under, because you must learn. And nobody's teaching the Bible. You're watching the Instagram and the YouTube and the TikTok and all these things, Twitter. But then you need to learn the Bible too. Barney, is that Barney? Barney still out there, the dinosaur? I don't know. When I was young, they had Barney anyway. So, but you need to learn the Bible, because the Bible is God's Word. And God created everything. He made the birds. He made the fish. He made the trees. He made you. He made me. Yes, so we're going to listen to anybody. It's going to be God. Yes, so we are teaching the Bible. So go grab your Bible. In this video here, we're going to see how God changed Jacob's name to Israel. So we're going to go to Genesis 35. Yes, God blesses Jacob at Bethel. Verse 1. Let's start reading. God said to Jacob, go to Bethel at once and live there. Build an altar there to me. The God who appeared to me when you were running away from your brother Esau. So Jacob said to his family and to all who were with him, get rid of the foreign gods that you have built. Oh no, you know what? No. Let's go back some. Let's go to Genesis 32, verse 22. Jacob wrestles at Peniel. That same night, Jacob got up, took his 2 wives, his 2 concubines, and his 11 children and crossed the Jabbok River. After he had sent them across, he also sent across all that owed him, all that he owned. He said all that he owned, he sent everybody across. Right? Yes, right? After he had sent them across, he also sent across all that he owned. But he stayed behind alone. Okay? Then a man came and wrestled with him until just before daybreak. When the man saw that he was not winning the struggle, he hit Jacob on the hip, and it was thrown out of joint. The man said, let me go. Daylight is coming. I won't unless you bless me, Jacob answered. What is your name? The man asked. Jacob, he answered. The man said, your name will no longer be Jacob. You have struggled with God and with men, and you have won, so your name will be Israel. So Jacob wrestled a man, probably some type of heavenly man, some type of man from God. Jacob wrestled this man, and he was in a struggle with the man. And he wouldn't let him go. He said, I'm not letting you go. Isn't that what he said? Yes, the man said, let me go. Daylight is coming. I won't unless you bless me, Jacob said. So Jacob was like, Jacob had some good qualities. You know what I'm saying? He did some things, but he was relentless. He didn't want to give up. He said, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. The man said, your name will no longer be Jacob. You have struggled with God and with men, and you have won. So your name will be Israel. Jacob said, now tell me your name. But he answered, why do you want to know my name? Then he blessed Jacob. Jacob said, I have seen God face to face, and I am still alive. So he named the place Peniel. The sun rose as Jacob was leaving Peniel, and he was limping because of his hip. Even today, the descendants of Israel do not eat the muscle which is on the hip joint, because it was on this muscle that Jacob was hit. So Jacob had a limp after he wrestled the man. And then he changed his name to Israel. Now, let's go. So now he's Israel. Let's go to Genesis 35 now. Okay. God said to Jacob, go to Bethel at once and live there. Build an altar there to me. The God who appeared to you, who you were running away from your brother Esau. Because of Esau and Jacob had problems because of the things that Jacob had did. So they were kind of fighting, you know what I mean? You can understand that. Okay. Verse 2. So Jacob said to his family and to all who were with him, get rid of the foreign gods that you have. Purified yourselves. Get rid of the foreign gods that you have. Purify yourselves and put on clean clothes. So we are going to leave here and go to Bethel, where I will build an altar to God who helped me in the time of my trouble and who has been with me everywhere I have gone. So they gave Jacob all the foreign gods that they had and also the earrings that they were wearing. He buried them beneath the oak tree near Shechem. When Jacob and his sons started to leave, great fear fell on all the people of nearby towns, as they did not pursue them, Jacob came with all his people to Luz, which is now known as Bethel, in the land of Canaan. He built an altar there and named the place for the God of Bethel, because God had revealed himself to him there when he was running away from his brother. Rebekah's nurse, Deborah, died and was buried beneath the oak south of Bethel, so it was named Oak of Weeping. Verse 9, when Jacob returned from Mesopotamia, God appeared to him again and blessed him. God said to him, your name is Jacob, but from now on it will be Israel. So God named him Israel. And God said to him, I am Almighty God. Have many children. Nations will be descendants from you, and you will be the ancestors of kings. I will give you the land which I gave to Abraham and to Isaac, and I will also give it to your descendants after you. Then God left him. There, where God had spoken to him, Jacob set up a memorial stone and consecrated it by pouring wine and olive oil on it. He named the place Bethel. So you see, God blessed Jacob. God changed his name. God said, I'm going to give you this land. The same land I promised Abraham, your grandfather, Isaac, your father.